Hey guys! So in this video I'm going to talk to you about percentages, fractions and decimals and how all three of those correlate. Okay, so everything can be written as a fraction, percentage and decimal to show the same value. Okay, so an example of that is 50% written in percentage, obviously. That can be the same thing as the fraction of 50 over 100. And that is exactly the same thing as 0.5 as a decimal. Okay, so all three of these show exactly the same value. And what we can do is we can take one of these values and move calculate from one to the other and one to the other back again. Okay, because they all show the same value. To do that, best way to do it, to go from a percentage, so let's say 50%, to a fraction, is to divide by 100 and write over 100. Okay, so 50%, all I have to do, divide by 100, write it over 100 like that. Okay, to go from a fraction back to a percentage, so to go from something like this back to the percentage, all we have to do is multiply by 100. So 50 over 100 times by 100 will equal 50. Okay, to go from a fraction to a decimal, so here to here, what we do is we divide the numbers in the fraction. Okay, so 50 divided by 100, how many times does 100 go into 50? The quickest way to divide 50 by 100 is move the decimal place twice, because we have two zeros in the 100, and that will be 0.5. Okay. To go from a decimal back to a fraction, what we have to do is pick any number, multiply your decimal by that number, and whatever number you chose to multiply it by, write it over that number. Okay, so if this 0.5, if I chose to times that by 2, 0.5 times 2 would equal to be 1. I'd write that over 2 because I timed it by 2, which would be 1 over 2, which is our fraction. Okay, now if I am going to do some examples of showing you guys how to convert between these guys right now. So just a couple really quick examples, real easy. If I have 67%, okay, if I want to convert 67% to a fraction first, to go from here to here, what I have to do is percentage to a fraction is divide by 100 right over 100. Okay, so that would be written as 67 over 100. Okay, now if I want to take that there, the fraction, back to a decimal, okay, then all I need to do, fraction to decimal, divide by the numbers in the fraction. So how many times does 100 go into 67? And the quickest way to do that, we have two zeros in the 100, move the decimal place 2 times, which will be from here, 1, 2, 0.67. All right, one more quick example, pretty much the same thing. Let's start with, say, 55%. All right, I'm going to take my percentage, move it to a fraction. Okay, so from percentage to a fraction, I need to divide by 100, write it over 100. All right, so that will be 55 over 100. Okay, but this can actually be simplified down even more. Okay, because this is quite a large fraction. What we do to simplify, if you previous videos, is we find the largest common denominator of the two that fits into both equally. Okay, and for this value right here, it would be 5. And then we work out how many times 5 goes into 100, which will be 20, and how many times 5 goes into 55, which would be 11. So that's our simplified fraction. Okay, now to go from fraction back to decimal, just like this one over here, all we have to do is divide the numbers in the fraction. Okay, so how many times does 20 go into 11? Much easier to use this one right here. How many times does 100 go into 55? We have the two zeros. We'll just move the decimal place twice. 1, 2, 0.55.